Welcome to the Nightly Rant. I'm Mike.
And I'm Torya.
This is the show where we talk about the awful things that have happened in our day, the awesome things that have happened in our day,
and all the things in between.
Thanks for listening, and we truly hope you enjoy.
Dirty clothes are no fun.
Dirty clothes are no fun.
Especially when you have to use laundry detergent and all that fun stuff to clean them.
Well, yeah. And especially with how hard it is to find reasonably priced but still good laundry detergent.
Yeah. That's true. But then we needed some stuff dry cleaned. And especially needed one pair of pants back. And they couldn't get that back to me until too late. So I kept the pair of pants, and I put everything else in the dry cleaner. And we needed to clean the pants because there's a nice big stain on the right leg.
Yeah.
So what did you use?
Well, you wanted to know if there was any life hacks on how to dry clean your clothes at home. And I'd tried this product when I still lived in Canada, and it was really, really crappy. But apparently they've improved their formula over the years because we bought some Dryel.
Dryel. And no, we don't get paid for this.
And it worked pretty well. I mean, it's no match to actually a good cleaning, obviously.
Right.
But it is perfect to take out a big ass stain when you desperately need the pants for tomorrow.
And it worked great. And you know what? They smell good. They're definitely cleaner because the pants are brighter than they were. Yeah, I don't see an issue there at all.
No issue. It's perfect for a quick wash. I was quite surprised. Pleasantly so.
And, I mean, it was almost 30 minutes in the dryer, basically.
Yeah, it said between 15
minutes.
and 30 minutes.
But that's not horrendous.
No. And it took me, 5 minutes to put the stain remover stuff on and put them in the bag?
Yeah, and I think it's ingenious that there's stuff like this. It's kind of like, okay, we have our new couch. We talked about the new couch when we talked about the Titanic of all couches leaving.
Yes.
And we Scotch Guarded this couch. And if you remember, I was very cautious to do it exactly like the instructions said, even though usually my attitude is oh, we don't need to do that because they're just trying to make money off of us. But I was like, you know what? We're spending this money on a couch because we need the couch. It wasn't a want, it was a need. I'm going to make sure that sucker lasts for us for as long as possible. And I'm going to spend the money if I have to. And that's why I got 2 bottles of that Scotch Guard. But that stuff's amazing. You get a little stain here or there. You just take a little baby wipe or a moist paper towel and wipe it, and it's gone.
Yeah, I approve of how it's... And you know what? I think it makes it also...
Cleaner overall.
Right. But that's what I was going to say. When something's new and you're eating a plate of spaghetti and you're all stressed out and that's the time where you screw up and sneeze and the spaghetti goes everywhere. Mm-hmm. You don't get all nervous when you know that the couch is already protected, so mistakes like that don't happen.
Well, right. And I think it clearly repels the dirt because it doesn't get dirty.
Well, it lets go of the cat fur really easily. And boy, do we get a lot of cat fur.
Yeah, I mean, even that crazy, what's that thing called? That lint remover thing?
Yeah.
That thing works great.
I know, I love it. Can you imagine how many rolls of tape lint removers we'd have gone through trying to delint this couch?
On a regular basis, it would have taken forever.
We just went to Amazon and we got one of those 1970s velvety ones.
Yeah, and it works.
I still don't quite understand how the fur all gets to the bottom to be cleaned out. Though it does. I'm not saying it doesn't. I just don't understand how. But it's great.
Yeah, it's just... I guess what I'm getting at is just interesting all the little inventions that have been created to deal with things that used to be major issues. Like, what about Febreze?
I love Febreze.
Something stinks, you spray it with Febreze, it doesn't stink anymore.
Yeah, if you buy the off-brand Febreze, it doesn't work as well. But the name brand Febreze, it doesn't stink at all anymore. It's good stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yep.
I mean, and I think, like, no offense to anybody, but like when Mitchell plays soccer really hard and he's sweaty,
yeah.
and he's sweaty and he gets in the car, or even me, like when I go to the gym and then I'm sweaty and it's like, don't want that. You spray that stuff and the odor goes away. Like, it's really a trip.
Right.
I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, I think if I were to get a new car, I would Scotch Guard the seats.
I think that would be wise.
And I would do them like every 6 months.
I honestly think that when we decide to get new seat covers for the car, that we should get the car detailed, maybe? If we're going to spend the money on seat covers, maybe we should spend the money and get the inside of the car detailed and Scotch Guard the seats we have.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Maybe we should give that guy a call that I interviewed.
Does he do the inside of cars too? Or I thought he just did the outside.
Inside as well.
Oh.
It says an interior detail's like $100.
That's not horrendous. Especially since we already know he's good at what he does.
I think it's a possibility, so...
We'll put his contact information in the show notes. This awesome guy we met that does detailing.
Yeah, I mean, he's a nice guy. And I mean, I guess Austin has like a mobile detailing business now.
Yeah.
You should ask him too, since he's here all the time.
Right?
I mean, my car's right there. But that's not a bad idea, babe. Get it cleaned and then Scotch Guard it. I mean, let's face it. It's not going to come as perfectly clean as new, but it'll be cleaner. And then by Scotch Guarding it, it won't get dirtier.
Well, because like the green curry that spilled in the back seat. That was nobody's fault. Shit happened.
It just happens.
And like when Mitchell's drink spilled all over the floor of the car and now the carpet is crusty. Yet another reason to get it detailed.
Yeah, it just exploded back there. Yeah, you're right. So I don't know. I think that's a good possibility. But I'm just amazed at the inventions. I mean, can you think of any other inventions that we haven't talked about that would apply to this kind of discussion?
Just things that get rid of everyday nuisances?
Yeah, like things that make it easier.
That head towel thing I have is really good for my hair. I like that.
And what does it do?
It's called a turbi twist.
Okay.
And like it's cone shaped, so it goes over the back of my head and then it encases all of my hair. And I twist it and I put it back. And when you have really alarming hair, like gets really frizzy, it like doesn't, you don't have to do the with a towel, which makes your hair ultra frizzy. And it dries it.
I like that you were doing a physical demonstration to an audio-only podcast. That's kind of funny.
Well, the physical demonstration was for you, and the sound was for them, so shut up.
Kind of made me chuckle, that's all.
You're a chuckle. Can you think of any others?
I can't think of anything else that makes it easier. Well, if you think about it, like the Keurig, that makes having coffee easier because a lot of people used to complain that they wasted coffee because they would make a whole pot of coffee, drink 1 or 2 cups, and be done with it. And so that's why like a Keurig became a popular thing.
Right.
And like I think the answer to all the people who say, oh, the Keurig is bad for the environment and blah, 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 is don't buy the pods.
Right, get the reusable
Buy the little reusable thing and make your own coffee. I mean, who the hell cares? And I figure you got to have 2 of the reusable things. You know why? Why would you have to have 2? What do you think?
I don't know.
Because you might have friends over that want coffee. You can still only make 1 cup at a time no matter what with the Keurig. So you got friends over that want to have coffee. You can either make it with the French press, which a lot of people don't like, or you have one of those things filled. Mm-hmm. The other one is filled. You're brewing. Then when you swap them and this second one's brewing, you're refilling the first one.
I guess.
And you just keep them flowing. You could do a lot of coffee that way. But I think at that point I would just, quite honestly, at that point I would just French press. I would heat up some water in the tea kettle.
And since we have a fancy new kettle.
And then I would pour the water into the French press because I'm not going to mess with that. That's too much hassle. But that's an invention, I suppose. I mean, I guess even the flexi leash. He walks better on the flexi leash. I think I have better control on the standard 6-foot leash. But the flexi leash, when he walks better, it's nice on long walks.
Yeah. Because
he can go out and come back and go out and come back and go out and come back. And so he's actually getting more exercise than he would normally get. So that's something. What else? I can't think of anything else.
You know what solves kind of a big nuisance?
What's that?
The Roku box.
Yeah. And interestingly, I always used to think this would be more difficult, but it's actually less difficult. And over time, like we said, I've gotten used to this. The streaming services, because we have a Roku, and we don't have to continually turn on our phone and stream it to, via Chromecast or whatever. It's so easy with this. And it's actually easier than before because now if we want to watch Netflix, same box. Don't have to
Everything is on the Roku.
Don't have to change connections. Yep. Whereas before, we had that stupid cable box, and we have to keep changing the stupid cable box all the time.
Finding that stupid little remote that we don't use at all anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of insane when you think about it. So yeah, that's another thing. It's
kind of an unneeded box over there now at this point.
Well, yes and no. If we put a game system in,
that's the only reason we've kept it, is because if we ever put a game system in, it'll be needed, but that's it.
But that's interesting. So we had track meet today.
Is that where we were? Is that why so many people were running?
Someone broke her personal record again.
Yep.
What a day. And then she looked super strong.
Yep.
The whole time, just looked strong. She didn't look like she was worn out and ready to die.
That's true, she didn't.
And I was impressed with the boys on the other team. They were fast. Here's pretty girl. Come here, pretty girl. Come here, sweetheart. She let me pet her. She's a good girl. So, it was fun. And it's interesting, we ran into old friend. My gosh, I've known her. Wow. At least 11 years.
Wow.
Maybe longer. Because her kids and Alyssa went to the same school. And we're in the same classroom.
But her kids are a year older.
No, they're not.
She said they were 17.
They're turning 16.
Oh.
Alyssa's already 16. Oh. It's kind of how it works, see?
I heard turning 17 for some reason. Oh, Jesus, you're heavy. Sorry, the cat's climbing on me.
That's Daryl's son, Christian. You met Daryl before, though.
I have no idea.
Yeah, you met him at Choose with me.
Okay.
He was there with his wife, who has really curly hair, and then his son. But he's a nice guy, too, Daryl. I haven't seen him since we saw him at Choose. And he's like, family members are connected to coaching staff at Kennedy for football. He's into that program.
That's cool.
But I don't know. So, meet a lot of interesting people when you go there. Saw my friend Mike there again.
We see him a lot.
And that's...
especially lately.
It's always good. Did you see him giving a hard time to somebody? That was funny. Because it's true. No need to compete.
Right.
I don't know. I enjoyed that meet. I like that we ran into some people that I hadn't seen for a while. And hey, what was this place called? Cross Roast Barbecue?
Yes.
It was pretty yummy. The only way we can describe it is like a Chipotle, but Chinese barbecue.
Yeah. That's... And I know that description doesn't make a lot of sense. It's kind of something you just have to experience.
Well, you pick a base, okay? And I'm still trying to figure out how chips would work as a base.
Mitchell says it makes nachos.
Doesn't sound good.
But they had cheese and stuff, so it would just make pork nachos.
Just sounds funky. I don't know. I don't think I like that. But anyway, you pick your base. You pick your protein. Mm-hmm. You pick your toppings. And then you pick your sauces. And that's it. Put it in a bowl. Sounds a lot like Chipotle.
You can even get tacos.
Only Chinese instead of Mexican. I mean, it's like very yummy though. Like extremely tasty. They had this hoisin barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
That was so good.
It's very sweet barbecue sauce.
And I balanced it out by adding the chili oil. Mm-hmm. So that kind of made the barbecue sauce taste a little spicy. Just a little bit. It was good. I enjoyed it. I thought that that's a place I would go back to again, too. So now we've gone to a chicken place and a barbecue place. And we go back to both of them.
I liked the chicken place better. But I think that's just because the chicken in my...
Yeah, it wasn't as good as you would have wanted.
Super good. However, I feel like if I would have gotten the pork that you got in my tacos, it would have been awesome.
That pork was good. You tried a little piece.
Yeah.
Pork was really good. It's just barbecue pork. That's all it is.
I might get the salt and pepper pork though.
Yeah, I bet that would be good. Mm-hmm. It would be kind of like carnitas tasting.
Yeah. Anyway.
I think that...
it's clearly been one of those days.
I think, though, that we actually wound up getting a lot of things done ourselves today. And then we still managed to go to the meet. And then we managed to go have a dinner. I mean, I liked that. I enjoyed that. I think time with them sometimes is so rushed on a weeknight, especially when there's a meet, you know?
Yeah, it was nice that there was no practice tonight.
Yeah, and we all got to chat, and then, we walked around Target, the whole new remodeled Target, saw the entire store, thanks to trying to find RIT. I know they have that at Walmart.
What?
FYI. RIT. The shoe dye.
Mitchell knows they have it at Walmart, too. He found it.
Yeah, I know they have it at Walmart. I've seen it there many times.
And he just decided he wanted to look at Target for it.
Yeah. We were there, that's why. Mm-hmm. So, and then poor Yogi, he came with us to the track meet. And for the most part, they used a buzzer to start the races.
And he was happy with the buzzer. He likes the buzzer.
But then, for the sprinting, they chose to use a gun. Starter's pistol. He didn't like that.
Oh, he was terrified.
He was shivering. He was ready to run. Right, Yogi? When they go bang. Right, Yogi? Play dead?
Oh,
Yo, God, boy,
he's
Yogi.
Scared.
He's a sweetheart. Anyway, he was scared to death.
Sitting on the grass. He climbed into my lap.
He was scared to death, the poor baby. So, no more track meets for you, Yog Dog. Because they do fire those guns a lot.
Poor baby.
And that's kind of the extent of our day, I guess.
Pretty much.
Not a lot of things to piss us off.
That's true.
It was actually a pretty smooth day when it comes to that.
Mm-hmm.
No ranting needed.
Mm-mm. More of a rave day than a rant.
Yeah. Agreed. All right. Well, unless you got something else to add.
Nope.
All right, then.
Good night, everyone.
Hasta la bye-bye.
Hi everyone, this is Mike, and I truly hope you enjoyed this show.
You're able to subscribe to this show on iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher so as to never miss an episode. If by chance you did miss an episode here or there, you can catch up on all shows, past and present, by heading over to yogispodcastnetwork.com/TNR show. Thanks for listening.